Hey guys, it's Dr. Kirby here. We're back with another videos. In today's video, we are going to be talking about the skin that got me famous. Now, the title says famous in italicized lettering, because I wouldn't really call myself famous, obviously. 2,000 subs seems a lot, to be honest. 2,000 subscribers is a lot. You know, it's not an easy task to get 2,000 subscribers, but you know, this skin, Guardian Seraphine, got me on the map. I'm gonna try to put in if I can remember to, a screenshot of that video. It was posted like what it's its third year, this year in 2025, so that was almost 3 years ago, and that was my first ever like reaction to a video, you know. And I was so shaky when I did that video, and I also started doing shorts at the time like that. It's also in the screenshot that Wings Club, when I was mentioning it looks like Wings Club, and then that short just got like 32,000 like views, which is a lot for the time, and 32k is like around 320 views on a video, fresh. So you know, a lot of people are saying that that short looked like a TB Skyen short, and it was, because I was inspired by TB Skyen, obviously. So I took that inspiration and ran with it for me. But yeah, we're gonna talk about Guardian Seraphine, and that was such a good era for me, because you know, it was like the time of, you know, my confidence boosting, and you know, Star Guardians and the exclusivity of Wild Rift skins are starting. Like, I don't even know who's OG that started watching me even before this Seraphine skin coming out. There's a lot of people who used to watch me, but I don't know where they are now. Like, someone from NA used to watch me, and people used to watch you know, me on their TVs together or something like that, siblings, which is wild. You know, here I am, you know. So let's talk about how this even happened. Well, I think 2022 was the best year for Star Guardian, period, for me at least. If you want to count the recent one where they had like that game mode, you know, cute. But in terms of Wild Rift, and you know, going from Wild Rift to Lord to TFT to the PC, that event was very fun. Everyone was linking with each other the whole mile. It was amazing. um what happened then? So everyone started complaining when the Wild Rift skins were different. I think it was and I like the story that Wild Rift did with Zaya, Rakan, Senna, Seraphine, Oriana. I think that was, it was very simple, but it was really giving a side story. And when the redeemed Zaya skins came out, you can tell that Wild Rift was part of the canon universe as well. Though lore has changed now with, you know, how skins are, with, you know, everything being canon and stuff with their universe. So like Ezreal, Echo from a time, what's that, the ultimate skin for Ezreal, that's canon, so on and so forth, right? But you know, and then they were giving us like these YouTube shorts. YouTube shorts, I think, was getting big at the time. Oh, look at that, I did an ultimate. YouTube shorts were big at the time. I think that was pretty good as well. They were making like teasers every day or every week to tease like the countdown, and then like newer episodes. And then Seraphine was vlogging, which, you know, brought people back to like her Twitter era when KDA was new. No, not when KDA was new, when KDA was doing its comeback and Seraphine was the champion being teased on Twitter. Everyone fell for that, which is crazy. You fell for a character like that, but that's not my business. Yeah, and I think this is where Seraphine peaked, because you know, she was that girl, and I think she's fine now, but she was over on everything, over in a good way and over in a bad way, over popular, over hated. You know, that's why I'm saying it's over there. She's over. Now there's a lot of people who think she still is today, but I think she's in a spot where Lux is right now. She's kind of like a legacy character, not a legacy character, like a veteran, you know. Lux doesn't really get that much skins anymore. I digress though with 6.0, but you know, Seraphine is probably the new moneymaker for the new generation. Oh, I died. You know what? We don't accept that here. So yeah, the story was great. And then when they teased the spotlight, I was like, oh my gosh, there was a lot of doubt in my mind. I was like, should I react to this? You know, some backstory about reacting to this. I'm like, should I react to this? Because I didn't know, because this was around June 2022, July, August. It was August when the reaction came out. Around June, I wanted to do more commentary and speak up because there was such a flaw in YouTube Wildrift content where everyone's always quiet, or everyone's always doing subtitles, or everyone's using an AI. I don't like those things. It's not natural to me. And these people get away with shit like that with these AI voices. Like in my wrestling channel, I'm not gonna, well, they're not gonna see this. They don't know who I am in the wrestling channel community. A lot of wrestling channels, especially the girls, you know, where there's also some girly girls, divas, stands, whatever, in the wrestling community, and they use a lot of AI voices to do their promo and stuff. I never use an AI once in my life. First of all, it's Avril Lavigne complicated. It's not necessary, and it won't hurt my voice if I say a few lines of script. You know what I mean, to speak about it. You know, and it's just a this okay, and this answers the question like, oh, like if you're wondering like, oh, why don't you watch creators in Walter sometimes? One, misogyny. You know, like the ones who speak are kind of misogynistic, and I don't really follow those people anymore. If you know, you know. And number two is it's quiet. Go to ML, go to Honor of Kings, quiet. Any content creator, quiet. Hororo-chan from ML, quiet. Like, I know I'm slandering, but that's not slander, because if that's their content, that's fine. But I lose interest when no one is speaking and I'm seeing content. Granted, you can say the same thing for like, oh, but they're good players. Just because they're good players doesn't mean it's entertaining. You're professionally good, or you're just good skill-wise, but it doesn't mean you're entertaining. You know, because that's seen before, you know? So, and this was such a big like risk for me. It was a risk at the time. Now it's not, because 500 videos later, I've been yapping all the time, you know. And it brought me it brought character to my videos, and even brought me better in terms of confidence where I am today. So that's why it was such a good thing when Seraphine came out and I did a reaction. You can, if you watch my reaction, I was very shy on the microphone, and now I'm just really loud. And that's me normally speaking. Like, this is like before it was really shy, if you look at that video, and then now to like, you know, just me talking to a microphone while there's gameplay playing in the background for like 30 minutes, you know. And I can go off. If you watch my guides, that's where I went like off. Oh, she missed. I didn't ult. I'm surprised. Wow. Oh, I missed that too. See? Anyway, so yeah, that's why I wanted to react to this in the first place. And there was also a niche. I think I've said this in a lot of videos, or if you've seen my How to Be a Wild Rift Content Creator guide video, there's a niche of people now reacting to skins, and reaction channels are really good. That's what I thought of. And Wild Rift doesn't seem to have that, nor talk about skins. They just showcase the skins and they don't comment about it. So I said, well, you know what, why not step up to the plate and then talk about it. And then that video just started that entire journey of reacting to every skin released since then. And I'm still doing it in 2025. So almost 3 years of reacting to these skins. It's still here. And you know, I made it when if a day has passed, there's like 500 views already. The earlier days, my god, it was so different at the time. My gosh. So yeah, I'm very fortunate that that's how the audience is now. Like, there's actually people watching my videos. It's just crazy, you know. And you know, that's why I did the wrestling channel, the side wrestling channel. If you go to my Twitter, you've seen the name of that channel, so I'm not gonna say it here. I posted about it because it just reached 100 subscribers, and I was like, you know what, that's great. So I was like, okay, let me do this thing on the second channel, because WWE and League are like kind of my things right now. Like yes, gacha exists, whatever other games, but if I'm really trying to focus on something, I'm gonna focus on it. And I like WWE because in the Middle East it's such a big thing, and in the Middle East, League Wild Rift is not that big. I'm gonna be real, you know. It's Honor of Kings, so it's big in Middle East, in Arabia, in the Arab countries. So, but you know, I am Filipino, so you know, we're getting that genre for my Filipino people, and there's a lot of people who play Wild Rift in the US. But I think in 2025, with how League is, I'm backtracking here. You know, I think it's gonna get bigger because of what's happening with PC, and it's getting a little sucky. So I think Wild Rift is gonna be that go-to place where a lot of people are suddenly coming in. Like, wait, why are there a lot of people coming in like that? That's gonna be for 2025, I feel. So I'm just gonna try and push through it, and you know, hopefully try to be as entertaining as a creator for you, in the Wildrift community, you know? Where was I? I was talking about my mic. So yeah, I did my thing and I posted it, and immediately so many views came in. I was so scared because I never had that traction before. Now I get that blissfully, fortunately, thankfully now because of the audience I amassed with this, thing, right? So yeah, and everyone's like, "Oh, you should react to the rest of them." I saw that comment. I remember that comment. Oh, like you should react to the rest of them. I didn't wait for the completion of like uploads. I just had to like post one video after doing one video. Like there was no one doing that. That means there was a demand, and that's when I found out. That's when I see. It sounds like a guide video now. And that's where I saw the demand for like these videos, and I started making them every time a new skin comes out. So um, and it was kind of hard at first because people just know me as the Wildrift skin reaction person guy, and I didn't really have a personality at the time for the community. I lagged there. So now I'm a personality. A lot of people are joining my Discord. A lot of people are interacting with me on Twitter. They don't even know who I am on YouTube, the people who are from Twitter. So it's really nice to where I've gotten. And yeah, it got to I wouldn't be doing this video if it wasn't for this skin. So Seraphine is that girl, and people love girly pop skins, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully she gets a good one next. I know Crystal Rose changed eras. That was like my second coming when her skin came out. Garden Party was kind of okay, but Garden Party was cute, and it's permanent, so I just need that skin. But if it wasn't for this champion and this skin, I would have been here for it, you know what I mean? And it's hard to maintain an audience in a mobile game because you can only do so much. And I'm gonna name, I don't want to name drop someone. You can guess. They are a partner for a video game, another mobile game by Blizzard. You can guess from when I said Blizzard, you know who exactly that is. And I'm so happy for that person that they're partnered by Blizzard for that mobile game. But similar to that mobile game, it's hard to amass an audience and maintain it, even if you're from Wildrift. You know what I mean? Like, I almost said the name. They're a Blizzard partner for that mobile game, but the views don't click, which is sad. But as a partner, I think you would want to have that reaction from an audience, because I feel like you're representing the game wrong if that's the viewership compared to your Wildrift videos. Even in the Wildrift videos, it's not getting much views. Like, I want, like, we don't have ML views. You know what I mean? Like 1 million a day, 800,000 a day, 300,000 a day. And it's so sad. And I guess something is lacking. Either people just don't care about exploring other games. I'm not gonna name drop this, but I know this person is watching it. When I showed Wuthering Waves, they were like, "Oh, it's a Genshin." Bro, you don't know what Wuthering Waves is? Like, I get it, like it's hardly promoted, but you're in Asia. Like that should be like the thing, right? Everyone is always centered on one game. I don't know if that's the mentality of Asian people, but they don't really adapt. This is just my opinion, okay? It's not true. But everyone always stays with one thing. Like, people always stay with Genshin. People always stay with Mobile Legends. People always stay with League/Dota. Like, people always stay with Overwatch. They don't go to Marvel Rivals. There's competition now, and I'm playing the competition, but they're not reacting. They're not knowing what it is. There's no knowledge of that, and that's not bad because you can get things wrong all the time. But the fact that they were like, oh, like the way I read that message was like, oh, it's like Genshin. I'm like, whoa, I thought you knew that. Like, Wuthering Waves has been promoted, has been out for 6 months, and it's being talked about. I guess because in their YouTube social media pages, I guess they don't really recommend. They don't recommend the other games, because I'm a variety girl. If you've seen my channel, if you've been a watcher for a long time, you've seen my Tekken videos, you've seen my Infinity Nikki videos, you've seen my TFT videos, you've seen this, you've seen that. You know what I mean? And it doesn't get the views. The Wuthering Waves video didn't get views, but that's fine because I just wanted to post it. Old me would have been so bad if I posted that, And I know there's job safety when Wildrift exists, and then when the League fighting game comes out, that's another game where I'm like getting more audiences and then doing skin reviews again. Like it's a never-ending cycle for me. So I'm really happy that Riot is doing this and that as well. But there was a time where I used to be so scared of just keeping making Wildrift content, because I'm hesitant to make Wildrift content back in the day, because when I was getting the traction, I was getting burnt out. So I was like, okay, we need to do something else. That part, I feel like I'm being forced, and I'm pretty sure all the other creators feel that as well. That's why that person I mentioned earlier, who is a Blizzard partner, they seem so enthusiastic when they make that game, and it's great. That's amazing, because I don't want to feel like I don't want my love for Wild Rift to die. That's why you need to play something else. You know what I mean? And that's normal. I have the WWE wrestling channel, which fulfills that niche that I need to fill, so that I don't feel like I don't feel burnt out with this game. And it's been good so far. And I also have Wuthering Waves as a side thing, because I bought the monthly pass. So yeah, this video trajected to praising about Seraphine, telling my backstory, to the lack of content within the Wild Rift community. It's really hard for a MOBA to, like that. It's really hard for a MOBA to be creative with ideas. So, but that's how it is, hey. But yeah, thanks to Seraphine Star Guardian, I got here and you're watching this video now. So thank you. Also, what I said is not an insult, by the way, if people feel offended. I'm just saying stuff. I've never have I said anything like triggering or problematic, air quotes, for it. So let that be known. Oh, look at that. Look how long that is. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Can I skip? Girl, please. Oh yeah, that was the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new to my channel, you should guys subscribe. 20% of you guys are not subscribed, so please do subscribe and get that up. 80% of you guys, not 20% of you guys are subscribed, 80% of you guys are subscribed, and 20% of you are subscribed, so please keep that ratio low and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think of this video in the comments below. Just me talking about, this famous skin. I'll follow my social media. All the social media links are in the description below. My Discord, my Twitter, my Blue Sky, that's it. My TikTok. I have a TikTok, Dr. Kirby. I should post there more. I also have a Twitch. I might, stream soon. You never know. But time differences, obviously. And what else? Yeah. Oh, if you want to support the channel, you can donate via PayPal. Again, link in the description below, or comment via thanks, and then send a certain amount, type something funny, request a video idea, so on and so forth. If you don't have the funds, you can just also do it via watching the ads without skipping. This was just a short 20-minute below video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.